I'm with Referral County Sheriff's Office, and we've met before in reference to the Neighborhood Watch program and getting some of you guys recruited to go ahead and help us out. I did pass out some evaluation forms before we started, so you guys can fill those out later to just kind of see how things went. Are any of y'all familiar? I know that we talked last time, but are y'all familiar with the Neighborhood Watch program and what it is? Okay. The Neighborhood Watch, it was formed by the Sheriff's Association in 1972, and it's actually the oldest watch group. And all it is it's the people in your community that live, you know, about the same area. Normally they're formed in small groups, subdivisions, and they just want to make it a safer place. They want to make sure that their house isn't hit or burglarized or whatever. I don't know, are any of y'all familiar with like your neighbors with their cars? Would you know if somebody's car was at their house that wasn't supposed to be there? Y'all familiar with this? Okay. I know personally myself, I know exactly what my neighbors drive, and I would know that if somebody wasn't supposed to be there or not. And that's kind of what it is. All you're doing is you're trying to take anything that is suspicious and you're going to report that to law enforcement. Now, obviously, you're not going to be law enforcement. You're not going to carry any guns around, not yet till you'll get out of the police academy, but you'll just kind of report suspicious persons and stuff like that. It's going to benefit you guys in many ways. It's going to be really effective because, of course, you guys live there, so you guys know who's supposed to be where. The criminals are actually getting very creative, and I know that there was a guy who was kind of catty-corner to where I live, and they were burglarized, but they were burglarized and used like a plumbing van. So what they're doing is they're getting very creative so that they're not going to be able to know that come on in and join us, so that they're not going to be able to know that they're actually being burglarized. And so, you know, they're using U-Hauls because how many of y'all would suspect if maybe your neighbor was moving? You're not going to go over there and be like, hey, are you moving? You know, so they're going to do something that would be not out of the ordinary, maintenance, something like that. I'm sure that you guys, you know, being observant can kind of tell if somebody is around there. So the benefits, it's going to be effective. It's not going to cost anything. Normally there are some signs that people put out that's going to be neighborhood watch signs, and what those are going to do is they're going to help reduce the crime, because if you were a criminal and you went over and saw this big neighborhood watch and you knew all the neighbors were nosy and going to be looking out, then you're probably not going to want to hit houses over there, because criminals are opportunists, so they're going to want to go elsewhere. They're going to want to go where it's not going to be noticed that somebody isn't paying attention or something like that. If you go up to somebody and say, hey, what are you doing? If they're burglarizing a house, they're going to take off, or, you know, maybe hitting a car or something like that. It's going to give you a greater sense of security in your own neighborhood. You're going to know that you're watching out for people, and you're going to know that people are watching out for you. So it's going to reduce crime and fear, because you guys are going to, y'all are going to know that whenever you're away from your homes patrolling, that people are actually going to be looking out for your well-being in your property. It also empowers the citizens in the community. It makes you feel powerful. It also makes you an active member for emergency situations. If you get to know your neighbors because you're doing a neighborhood watch program, then at a time where maybe all the lights go off because we're having a tropical storm or something, or maybe a hurricane hits or something, you're going to know where the elderly people live, where they may need some further assistance just from your neighborhood watch program. You guys are going to have a plan set forth, maybe for, you know, emergency situations like that, where you have, you know, boards already to board up houses. You guys are already going to be tight-knit groups, so you guys will be able to help each other out, stuff like that. So it's going to form like a bond for your community. It also gives you a sense of pride. I know that whenever you're involved in anything, you feel prideful that, you're proud of that. And I know a lot of y'all's concerns last time when we spoke was gonna be, the requirements of you. It's not gonna require really anything. You can put as much time into it as you want. The meetings are held just as you guys want them to. It's pretty much whatever you set up on your own. So, hopefully after today's meeting, you guys are a little bit more encouraged to go ahead and sign up. And like I said, you know, you can meet your neighbors, you'll have a safer community, and the amount of time is just simply up to you. So do y'all have any questions? We have some sign-up sheets that y'all can fill out via evaluation, and I really appreciate y'all making the second meeting. I appreciate it. Thank you.